Hi, I'm Ben Brisbourne and I'm a racehorse trainer here in Wangaratta. So I've been in Australia for about 10 years now. Before I came over, I'd obviously worked in the industry in the UK for a number of years for my father, Mark Brisbourne, who was a racehorse trainer from Shropshire, and he was my whole life growing up. Probably didn't take much interest in the industry until I was about 15 years old, about to leave school. And I was going to go on and do some further education in college, but I wanted a year out to do something else, and it was a sort of logical step just to stay at home, learn about the horses.
So my name's Heather, I'm Ben's partner and I run the business here at Brisbourne Racing. My main role here is to sort of manage the business side of training as opposed to Ben's training side of the horses. But my actual most important role is a supporting role to Ben.
So this is the farm we bought that we've named Nescliffe Estate. It's just under 200 acres. 25 minutes from Wangaratta, which would make it about 3 hours from Melbourne. We thought if we were going to buy, a property big enough to spell horses, we might as well spend that little bit more, give ourselves the option of turning it into our own training centre, which is what we've done. Heather actually found a property. It's rolling hills, very sort of undulating ground, which is what we wanted for pre-training. It sort of brings our knowledge and our skill sets from the UK of training on hills.
Luckily, we're on really good elevation here in El Dorado with some spectacular panoramic views around the place. But it's just so good, even just for the horses that are spelling in the paddocks on hill, where they can have their water at the bottom and we feed them at the top, and they just spend all day walking up and down. It keeps them nice and fit. Very good for younger horses, just building up their skeletons. An even bigger bonus would be if we could get a place where we could train horses also and utilise those hills. It's a massive project, the farm, and we're taking our time, but we'd like to get it right in the early stages so we're not fixing things later on down the line. One of the first pieces of infrastructure we built here on the farm was our shed. Inside we have 5 undercover yards, rubber lined with nice deep bedding in there. We've got deep sand tracks, wood chip tracks, hill tracks. The whole idea of the farm is to get the horses out in paddocks anyway. So if we do need to stable the horses, we would like them to be nice and big. The idea of the arena would be also just a nice place for the horses to collect pre-exercise, get everyone together.
There's a lot going on, and we believe that keep the horses nice and fresh. It'll be more for the horses that we have at the farm in between runs, just keeping their mind right, which hopefully means we get that extra couple of runs out of them at the end of the preparation.